All right, so quick response video. Red Baron Refining 5322 responded about 4 weeks ago. It said the best time to go solar nowadays is only when you find a hookup on a large amount of panels for cheap. Do your own research, basically saying build it yourself. And he just kind of described how he, grabbed life by the horns, which is awesome. He got a battery pack that worked for him, and he installed it in himself. And then he has a little bit at the bottom right here where he's talking about why solar salesmen are bad and how it's not worth buying it with the big company. And so, valid point, valid point. And that's kind of what I responded. If you guys want to go to the comments and read what I responded to him, but essentially, the gist of it, of what I responded to him was, you're right. If you're able to do something by yourself, 100% it's going to be a lot cheaper. Think about flooring, right? My client just bought a house. He installed the flooring himself. He saved $3,000 compared to going with a large flooring company that quoted him $11,000 for the demo, the materials, the labor, right? Everything across the board. It's going to be cheaper if you know how to do it yourself. The problem is the vast majority of people, they're not contractors, they're not electricians, and they're not excavators, which you need all of essentially. Actually, not if you live in like the urban neighborhoods, but if you live in the rural parts of the city, you will need an excavator to dig trenches so that you can bury the conduit essentially that goes from the solar panels that you have away from your house and everything where there's plenty of sun with not much mature landscaping. And so I'm kind of getting off kilter here, but essentially what I'm trying to say is not everybody has the skills, the time, the money to be able to purchase all of these things in cash, right? And then to be able to come home after their day job and install these things properly with the proper permits. It's a skills and knowledge gap. And that's why these solar companies, not only do they do the work and put their name behind it, but they also warranty their work. Meaning, if something goes wrong because they did something wrong or the products are faulty, they have to come back and pay for it or repair it free of charge, right? And so you guys have to think about that there's a lot more to the story than just big solar companies saying, hey, this is what it's going to cost. And then you look at your neighbor or your cousin who lives in Virginia who did it basically for a third of the price. You can't compare those because it's apples to oranges. You need to compare apples to apples. But yes, I do concede to Red Baron um, that if you're able to do it yourself, it will be a lot cheaper. The point is, he believes in solar. Solar is necessary, and if you're interested as to how solar can help you, reach out to me today for a free quote. Doesn't mean you have to go solar, doesn't mean you have to accept it and say yes, but at least you know what you're saying no to. And I'm very confident that PG&E will be a worse option after you see what solar can do for you.